Right now, Mayor Tom Erdmann for the city of Carrington joined us right here on the Carrington Cardinal Community Chatter program on yourliveevent.com. And we check in with the mayor once a month, and he lets us know what's all happening with the regular city council meetings every month. So thanks, Mayor, for joining us here. We always appreciate it. This meeting is from earlier this week, Monday, March 10th. So we just kind of run down the regular agenda and the committee reports. So kind of want to start with the regular agenda this morning, right?
Yep, that's correct. Thanks for having me on again, Greg. And another month has passed by. How quickly they come and go. But anyway, our meeting on Monday, basically we had two requests from planning and zoning for some. One was in the extraterritorial. Lee Wallen is looking at selling some property to Pat and Chase Beal out west of town, and he did a plat of that property, and that was approved. And then also Jim Sherman is looking at splitting his property, which is just east of Central City Grain. And so we approved that plat as well, based on the recommendations of planning and zoning. Then also the council authorized me to sign the Foster County hazard mitigation plan that was through the FEMA. So I was authorized to sign that document. And then on the regular meeting agenda, we also had our first reading of ordinance number 283, which is actually our Otter Tail Power Company franchise agreement. So every 5 years, we have franchise agreements with companies that provide like cable TV, electricity, and MDU gas and that type of thing. So we just have those agreements in place to make sure that the service is provided to our community, and there's no questions about who's responsible for what in the case of outages or having to move power lines and that type of thing. So we had that first reading. The second reading will come next month, and then the franchise agreement will be in place for the coming 5 years. From there, I'll just jump into the fire department. Of course, 2 weeks ago, we had 7 members of our fire department go to Minot. Some of them were actually instructors at fire school. Some of them were students at fire school. And, we've been talking, or the department's been talking about speccing out a brand new fire truck. And lo and behold, the company came there to Minot with a fire truck that meets like 99% of the specifications that we're looking for. So kind of a quick deal, but anyway, there's a brand new fire truck that has been committed to being purchased by our fire department. And we're looking at putting in money from the 25% of the city sales tax up to $180,000. And the fire department is looking at the other 450 to 500,000, and they have the money for that. So they went and entered into a purchase agreement to buy the new fire truck, and of course it needs to be retrofitted and all the things that go with that. But the total cost of the new truck will be $640,000. And the good part about this is we will not be coming out to the general public begging for money, looking for fundraising activities. We have the money to pay for the truck, and we're very grateful that our city sales tax has generated that kind of money, and also that our fire department has been very due diligent on saving money for this purchase. The last purchase we made was a fire truck of that nature was back in, I think, 20 years ago, and that's about the life. The life of this new truck will be a 30-year life, and the old one was a 20, but you still could use the truck, but it just, for purposes of insuring, for people with residential property and for insurance, you get our rate will be better, maybe, not as good as it could be if we had an actual full-time fire department, but these are all things that are necessary to keep up to date on all of that with our fire department. So pretty proud of our guys that they put this all together. And of course, it looked like it could have been a lengthy ordeal, but they got the thing done, and it was just kind of I don't know, fell on our lap, so to speak, when the guys went to the fire school to see a truck that was 99% of what we're looking for. So then, of course, Chief Long has been down in Bismarck quite a bit this session, with the legislative session, working with any bills that pertain to fire departments. Chief Long has been a pretty aggressive lobbyist on those programs. We appreciate all his efforts down there. The other thing at the fire department, they're retrofitting that 6x6 Polaris that CP Rail donated after the derailment out of Borgelac. They donated a 6x6 Polaris Ranger, and the fire department has gone ahead and bought a trailer, and they're getting the thing retrofitted to do prairie fires or to be able to get into areas that are not accessible with the fire truck or some other type of unit that we have. So we hope to have that up and ready here come sometime this summer. Then I'll just jump into finance and legal, not much there. I guess City Hall will be closed on March 19th through the 20th, as Jennifer and Pam are going to the North Dakota League of Cities Spring Conference, so the office will be closed there. And then again, the city sales tax last year was a huge record at 655,000 for 1%, and then in January we had a 1 month record of $114,000, and the average in other years is like 40 or 50,000. So I really can't explain what's going on here, but apparently the economic base in our community is very strong to generate that kind of city sales tax. So greatly appreciate people shopping local, and if they can't buy it local, if they shop online, we also get the benefit from collecting a city sales tax on those purchases. From there, I'll just jump into economic development. Of course, we have our commercial building improvement grant and Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, who purchased the High Plains or the old Erickson building. They moved out of there from downtown, which is a good location for them now to have a lot of their agronomy and all their spray equipment and their fuel trucks and everything in one location. So they've applied for a grant, and they are eligible to receive up to $30,000 on a 25/75 cost share. And then we approved paying out to Dustin Heinrichs for the old computer store. Him and his dad remodeled that facility and made apartments out of it, and that qualified for the 40-60% reimbursement. So Dustin will get a check for $17,000 for the 40% share, and it's good to see an older building like that being put to use, because too many times some of these older buildings, they get dilapidated and too far gone that they cannot be restored. So we're happy to see that, and the good use of our economic development commercial improvement building project or grant money. Then we also, under economic development, we paid out a new home incentive to Jay and Cindy Bauer. They moved into their new home, which is built over there on the grade school. And if you go by the grade school, you'll see that there's 6 new homes there. So kind of amazing how that all sprung up in such a short period of time. Then under economic development, we also paid out a $2,500 job credit grant to Gushas Electric for one of the first employees that he's had, and now he's also qualified for 2 additional job credits. So after the required 6 months of employment, there will be additional grant money paid out for that. So anyone looking to hire somebody or add a position, be sure to check with Laurie Dietz, because you might qualify for this job credit grant program. Then from there, I'll just jump into the airport. I guess we're getting bids on the new lighting that was approved through FAA. So there'll be getting bids out for the new lighting of the runway. So that should be done sometime here before fall. Then I'll jump into the police committee. We approved, since we're still short an officer and we're looking at hiring part-time help and getting help through the Foster County Sheriff's Office, Justin Johnson and his crew, he's at full staff now, and they're willing to help out the city if we're short. So we agreed to pay $40 an hour for part-time help, and that number had been $25 an hour before, but the $40 an hour is kind of more in line with industry standard, and it'll help us encourage somebody to come and help out in those times when we're short of help because of people going through training or taking annual leave. Then on to Public Works, it's been basically pretty quiet. We filled the position. We had an opening. We had a couple individuals that had resigned their position as equipment operators, and we hired Jaden Ohalter to come and be an equipment operator. He started here this past week. And then, of course, we had a water break on Main Street, which is still kind of in the process, but a lot of our water pipes on Main Street are they're old, and we're kind of probably okay that with all the water breaks that have occurred around the state this year with all this cold temperature and then warming up right away, that we only really had the one major break there by Gate City Bank. And the bad thing about that one, it did kind of flood some of Gate City Bank, some of their utility room, and they received some water damage there. But that one is still we're still working on fixing that one. We've had a difficult time digging through the frost and getting at the problem, but the guys will get that taken care of. Then the only other thing under Public Works, is the heating and cooling system at City Hall is starting to fail. So Jason is working on a grant. There's a 50% grant for those type of deals, and he's working on that. We'll be getting bids for a new furnace and air conditioning unit at City Hall. And then we should be getting the tree boxes, spring's coming, but it's actually kind of early for spring. We talked about that earlier. A lot of times we don't see this type of weather until mid-April, and here we are, mid-March, and it looks favorable going forward. So the tree boxes will be available over by the city shop, probably earlier than normal, but we'll let you know when that occurs. And hopefully we can avoid a major snowstorm, and the guys they cleaned out a lot of the drainage basins, and so we're looking at a fairly low level of water flow through our city through the storm sewer system thus far, because things are pretty well melted out. But anyway, that would conclude my report, Greg, for the month of March.
Okay, good deal. Let's see. Next meeting is April 14th, right? Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. So we'll have you on that Thursday, the 16th.
Sounds good. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Yep, you bet. Thank you. And then sounds like ice fishing is going to end early this year, huh?
Yeah, I was just out. In fact, yesterday I was out on the Big Mallard Marsh, and some other guys next to us caught way more fish than we did, but I guess we've had a real good season. But yeah, it looks like in drilling the holes, the ice is getting kind of rotten, and I think it's best to put the snow bear and any of the side by sides away, and probably get the golf clubs out and start hitting the balls around there. But then I guess summer fishing will be here before we know it. So just too many fun things to do, Greg, and not enough time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about it before we came on here that drove by the ball diamond here in Carrington, and I don't think there's any snow on it. That's really early. I mean, really early, but nice. Hopefully we can get on the field soon. So,
All right, yeah, because I know our kids have been cheated out of some spring sports here. So yeah, because I believe the girls play golf, and the girls are in the spring too. I think they have golf, and then of course softball, and then baseball, and so yeah, it'd be great if we could just kind of have an early spring and everybody gets to enjoy the sport that they've signed up to participate in.
right. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, thanks so much, Mayor. Excuse me, and have a great rest of your day, week, month, and everything. And then we'll check in again in April. So,
Okay, thank you, Greg. Yeah,
yep,
bye now.
you bet. We'll see you.
Discover the charm of Carrington, where community and character come together. Our vibrant community is full of welcoming smiles and unique experiences, from delicious dining and one-of-a-kind shops to lively events and beautiful parks. Join us in celebrating the best of Carrington, where every visit feels like coming home. Come visit the Carrington Chamber and CVB office to learn more about our wonderful town and its amazing businesses. Explore Carrington today and experience the warmth of our community. Hey sports fans, tune in to YourLiveEvent.com for all the action-packed Carrington Cardinal games, streaming live and free. Catch every thrilling moment with our live coverage. Listen to the play-by-play and watch the games unfold right on your screen. Plus, if you missed any of the excitement, don't worry. You can catch up on all previous games at YourLiveEvent.com. Check out the full schedule and never miss a moment of your favorite local Carrington games. Stay tuned and let's go Cardinals!
And right now, it's once again time to check in with Laurie Dietz with the Carrington Chamber office. And we check in with Laurie once a week right here on the Chatter program on YourLiveEvent.com. So thanks, Laurie, for checking in and letting us all know what's happening in Carrington. So, well, that snow, not much around with the nice temps, huh?
Hey, it's pretty darn nice. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Mayor on earlier, and he was saying that he's going to switch from ice fishing to golfing here pretty quick. He's thinking.
Oh, I'm sure. I remember one March. It's been several years, but there were people out golfing in March. Yep, it was beautiful, beautiful month. So it can happen, and of course, so can another blizzard. So
yeah, you just never know. We were supposed to get one this weekend, but I don't know. It seems like it's kind of going to miss us now. So
I don't think we'll bear the brunt of that one. No. No one's going to complain. If you don't have to shovel rain, we just soon have some rain, clean things up, and and it just doesn't feel as bad if you get a spring rain. But yeah, so speaking of the weather though, there was a March Madness retail event that was going to be happening on Saturday, March 15th. And with the forecast of snow and wind and such for the weekend, that got canceled. That was some ladies coming in and working together also with some of our own retailers, and that was going to be at the community library. So if you were planning to go to that, just know that they've canceled. So far, I don't have a rescheduled date, so I don't know for sure how that'll work out, but just so you are aware of that. Okay, let's see. We want to remind everybody that the Carrington Chamber and Economic Development offers a scholarship, $500 available to a Carrington High School senior who will be furthering their education. And it's an easy application, not much to it. You can get it from Mrs. Taylor Mattison at the school, or you can pick one up here at the chamber office. It goes out to a senior who applies that has been employed or is employed at a chamber member business or organization. So just want to get the word out about that. I think you have till the end of the month to apply for that, April 1st. Coming up next week, March 17th to the 21st, it's the Professional Eye Care Frame Sale. So stop out and see what's new. They've got a lot of frames on a good deal. So that's going on next week, 17th to the 21st. This weekend at the Carrington Youth Center Theater, the movie playing is The Unbreakable Boy, and the movies are at 7, and that would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I've heard that this is really a great movie, so I don't want to miss that one. Also at the Youth Center is the Princess Dance coming up March 22nd, 6 to 8 p.m. And of course, the littles get all dressed up and looking like princesses and go to the dance with their dad or uncle or grandpa or however that works out for you. And there'll be a photo booth and refreshments and whatnot. So that's coming up at the Youth Center, March 22nd. Let's see, the library is having their coffee clatch on March 19th at 1:30. Enjoy some fellowship and some yummy treats and get a chance to visit about all things library or whatever you want to talk about. We're coming up less than 2 weeks away from the annual meeting of the Chamber and Economic Development Corporation on Tuesday, March 25th at Crossroads Golf. Social at 5, meal at 6, reports and awards to follow. All are welcome to attend. And it's always interesting to see what's going on in our community. So that's open to the public. And then one last thing I was going to share, the Easter egg hunt is on, and the date is April 19th, which is the day before Easter. It's going to be held at the Carrington School. So that's different. I think in past years, they've been at the park or at the Armory. So this year, April 19th at the school at 2 p.m., ages 3 to 12, and for gathering eggs. That is a chaotic, quick event. So, but really fun, and they have photos and lots of fun things for the little ones. So, yep. If you want more information on these or other events or activities or anything with our economic development programs, give us a call 652-2524 or shoot an email to chambergal@dactyl.com. Or you could always stop by and visit 871 Main.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, thanks, Laurie, for the update. We always appreciate it. And yeah, middle of March here. And I think St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And so, yeah, it's.
Are you a little Irish?
No. Well, my sister's birthday is on that. So, yeah, got to send her a birthday text.
It's a good day to celebrate then. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about making some shamrock cookies the other day, so maybe I'll do that. Not that I need to eat any, but they're kind of fun to have.
Yep. All righty. Well, good deal. Thanks, Laurie. Have a great day and weekend, and we'll check in again next week, Thursday. So
great. Thanks, Greg.
Yep, you bet. We'll see you. And right now on the Chatter program, right here on yourliveevent.com, I'm glad to be joined by Heather Carr, and she is the president of the local Carrington Lions Club here. So thanks, Heather, for checking in. And we check in once a month to check all what's happening with the Lions Club here. So we appreciate that. And
Yeah.
Heather, we got a blood drive. Is that coming up next month now for the Lions?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me, Greg. Uh, we have a blood drive. We try to host one every year. This one's going to be April 14th. Trinity did allow us to use their facility again, which is much appreciated. It works great for the event. Lots of room. Got the kitchen there, so we partner with Trinity, or they let us use their facility, which is so generous, and it works out great. We're going to be reaching out and looking for donors. So if anybody is you can actually sign up yourself online, or Vitalent helps make calls. You could select the April blood drive if they call, or we'll have some local Lions making those calls as well and looking for donors. So April 14th, I don't know the exact times yet. It's typically like 11 to 6, somewhere in there. I'm taking a step back from it a little bit this year. I'll be helping and donating, but I won't be probably doing as many calls this year. We've got some new people that are in the group, willing to, not new members, but new people for this particular event that are going to take it over. So Joyce Wick and Jenny Wade are going to be taking care of most of the stuff for the blood drive. And we'll always, like always, we'll be providing refreshments and snacks for the donors and sandwiches that day. So if anybody's interested, you can go to Vitalent's website and select that April 14th blood drive. I think as of last week, we had 10 already signed up before it even was, officially underway. And but Vitalent does help us fill those slots. So they've got some people that have either been contacted from Vitalent or gone on the website themselves. So yeah, we're excited. We just had Erica Sauer from Vitalent speak to us here at our last meeting in March. And she came and talked about the importance of blood donations, how those blood donations are used, the shelf life for different things, the plasma in the blood. Nothing is wasted. It's used. If it's not used for a blood transfusion, then it's used in research. It sounds like. So yeah, she was very informational, and we enjoyed hearing her speak and share information with the group. And then she brought some goodies in a bag for the day of the blood drive that we can give away that day. And obviously the packet that Jenny and Joyce will be using. So it was helpful to have her there and just share again how important blood donation is for our community and for the surrounding communities. Yeah, she was great to have. So we try to have a guest speaker every month, and it rotates who we have, and kind of depends on what's going on, maybe in the local school system, what is the kids are up to. We like to have local businesses share their what's new in their business. So we've got some a good speaker every month, and this time was Erica from Vitalent. So it was good. I think we're on track, and everything should be good to go for April 14th. That's a Monday. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then we got to talk some summer events, as I'm sure we're all looking forward to summer. Well, winter hasn't been too bad. I guess we can't complain, but
yeah.
You're going to be helping out with a track meet this summer, right?
Yep. We always do the Lions Kiwanis track meet. That is going to be May 3rd. And we sponsor financially, we contribute, and then we have workers that work the track meet as well. You'll see people at the long jump. You'll see people in the booth up top there on the microphone. But we do contribute. This year was $250, and I think that helps go towards the medals, or if it's I don't know if they're going to try to steer away from ribbons now and do something else. But whatever Carla and the coaches feel where they need that money, we're happy to support them again this year. And so we'll be having May 3rd, if the weather cooperates, we'll have host a Carrington track meet that day. And I believe the Lions and Kiwanis work that together and have some good volunteers to go have it run smoothly and efficiently that day. So yeah, we're happy to be a part of that event with the CHS. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then another summer activity, golf tournament coming up too, the Lions golf tournament.
Yeah, that's our biggest fundraiser of the year. So if you know any golfers, it is coming up here on June 6th. It's a Friday. So hopefully the weather cooperates for that as well. Last year it didn't, and we had to move it. But yeah, June 6th, there'll be that golf tournament. their biggest fundraiser. So we're hoping that we can get lots of teams, and there's always fun prizes and snacks on the holes. And I'm not a golfer myself, but I do know how important it is to our club. So if you can spread the word about that, maybe we can even get Carla to do a quick little radio spot to promote or someone can come in and, or do your live event for you with you and promote our event. So I would love to have her give more details. She can talk about the number of teams and the cost per team and all that. So maybe we can get her to do a little spot quick and promote the event. So we would love that. It's a big fundraiser. We have clubs that from all over the state that bring teams to support our fellow Lions. Will come and support our fundraiser. So we're excited for that. Another thing we're hoping to do this summer is Main Street watering. I know they're going to be cutting back on the baskets a little bit this year on Main Street on the light posts there. I think just not having as much help this year, but they did ask us, and I think we're going to have some members that'll help with plant watering those flowers again, picking a day or picking a couple weeks of the summer to help with that. But it always looks so pretty going down Main Street. So we're happy to partner with the Carrington Garden Club on that project too this summer. So, but let's see, what else do we have going on? We've got the track meet, the golf tournament. We've got those scholarships with the school coming up. If the kids haven't applied, that they're going to give away 2 $1,000 scholarships here coming up at Honors Night in the end of April. So we'll want to make sure you check that out. If you have any kids that are seniors, make sure that they've checked with the counselor there at the school and applied for those $1,000 scholarships. We'll be giving those away. Let's see. We've got a birthday celebration coming up that we were asked to help with at Golden Acres Manor. We picked the month of June, and so Lions will be helping with a birthday cake and balloons and decor and singing and serving. So it sounds like they take everybody that has a birthday in the month of June and kind of honor and celebrate those residents out at Golden Acres. So this is a first for us this year. We've never been asked to be a part of this. I think the event itself is fairly new. So we thought maybe June would be a good month, and we'll celebrate all the residents at the Golden Acres Manor in June. So that's exciting. We'll see what we've got, the details there, but Gracie Carr is going to be kind of the lead on that. And she works there. So she knows a lot of the residents. She knows what, probably what typically takes place and how we can make it a fun day for them that day. That's a first for us. We're excited to partner with Golden Acres and be a part of their event in June. So lots of fun things going on for Lions, like always. We've got the Lisbon is going to start a Lions Club down in Lisbon, North Dakota. So a few of us Lions are going to go down Friday night, and we're going to take a nice check for them to help with their club. It's their charter night event, a little social and supper, and I think there's 3 or 4 of us going down, and we're going, if the weather cooperates Friday or over the weekend, we're going to head down there Friday night and support the Lions in Lisbon, North Dakota. So there's chapters all over the state. And a couple of years ago, we were headed to Steele, North Dakota to support them and their new club. And so this year it's Lisbon. We're happy to support, and hopefully they can do the same for us, like our golf tournament, maybe have some people from Lisbon. We can promote our event, and hopefully they can make it to our golf tournament. So we're happy to support new clubs and all over the state. So a little road trip this weekend. So
how often, how often are new clubs formed? Is it I suppose it just kind of depends.
It kind of depends. If the community doesn't have a club, there's always, usually neighboring clubs that are helping them get it going, or someone at the state level helping get them going. There's, I know the Devil's Lake Club is really struggling with membership. So if you know anybody in Devil's Lake that can help or is interested, I know they're always looking for members for a community that size. I think they're struggling. And of course, there's always aging members, and so they're looking for new members. I think that one is a tough one. We do what we can to try to help. If there's events going on in supporting clubs all over the state, whether it's a meal or just even doing club visits, sometimes we will go and visit other clubs, and you get ideas and can share fun fundraisers that they're doing and kind of take it and tweak it to what applies or what will fit in your community, in your club. But yeah, we've done other official club visits. We've been over to Bowdoin and supported them. We've obviously been to New Rockford, and they have a really good active club up there. And, you know, we share ideas. And so, yeah, they're kind of new clubs are popping up all over the place. And it's nice that we can support them and, you know, just do a nice little charter night and welcome for them to kind of say, hey, we're here if you need us, and, you know, reach out if we can support each other. That's nice. So yeah. What else? They have to back to those scholarships. Just want to make note, they have to be postmarked by March 21st for the kids. So to get those back on time. So we've got just a few more days to get those scholarship applications in, but if we can help a kid with some extra money for school, we're happy to do so. I just wanted to mention that. Sorry, I missed that previously discussing those, but yeah. So any other questions for me, Greg, or anything else you want to know about Lions?
Nope, that's all I had. So yeah, I think
Okay.
you did a good job covering everything. So
Yeah, we meet once a month. It's always
Yep.
the first Wednesday of the month, and we meet out at the golf club, and we're always encouraging guests to come. So if you've shown interest, but don't want to commit as a member, we'll gladly take you as a guest some night, and you can come and see what it's all about. We meet at 5:30. So yeah, if anybody's interested, reach out to a Lions member, and we can get you involved in a service project. That's kind of our theme, as we serve. And so we're happy to partner with other things in the community. If there's things that somebody is working on as a fundraiser and they just need some manpower, even if it's not financial help, we can have members show up. We're always doing those with benefit auctions that, you know, like Shauna Barone's auction. We have manpower. We have a good active group. So if somebody has something going on, you want us to partner with them, let us know. We'd be happy to show up and work your event. We're asked all the time and happy to help. We've got a good group. So yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Heather. We appreciate it. And we'll check in again. Let's see, that'll be April the next time we talk, right?
Yeah. We'll have more new things always every month that we're getting involved in. And so happy to share those with you, Greg, and thanks for your time.
You bet. Thank you. We appreciate it. So enjoy the rest of the day, and then we'll check in again next month.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You bet. Well, we'll see you.
Bye.